funniest part about that whites only town in Arkansas? Black folks ain't mad, and you're mad, we not mad. So there's a brand new whites only town in Arkansas, and the gag is black people don't even care. Now, I've seen the comments. Why aren't black people upset? Why are you mad about this? We gonna clear this up right now. Nobody's upset, poo-poo. See, the one thing black people ain't gonna do is lose sleep over other people that want to create a safe space for themselves. Build your own little town, plant a flag, that's fine. Hang a welcome sign, whatever makes you feel good. Honestly, we gotta be real about something, cause I saw the interviews, I saw the clips. This ain't a town of exceptional people. I mean, think about it. If you drop everything to move to this town, you probably already didn't have much going on anyway, right? And that's not shade, that's facts. So the question is again, why should black folks care? This is the part that cracks me up the most. Y'all want us to care. I see the confusion in your eyes. I see it. Y'all like, don't the blacks care? Don't they want to be where we are? Nah. We just want to make sure when we build our communities, we're not cheated out of the things that we're supposed to have. That's all we care about, boo. And it's wild because history has shown as soon as black people do build their own thriving spaces, what happened? Some of your people roll up and burn the whole thing down. But we're supposed to believe now y'all just want to be left alone. Child, I'm going to tell you what really gave it away for me, though. The fact that they ran to the media. That's not privacy, y'all. That's desperation. Numbers must be low. If you got to beg the evening news to let them know that you exist, waitlist my ass. See, if black folks were building their town, the media would be the last people that we want to know about it. We gatekeep. We ain't trying to broadcast. But y'all couldn't wait to hold a press conference. That's not security, that's thirst. So no, we're not upset, we're not jealous, we're not even plotting to crash your party. Cause truth be told, we really don't care. And honestly, that's what really bothers y'all.
Grand rising kings and queens from Africa and across the ocean. Welcome back to my YouTube space. I speak to you today not just with information but with Find My Spirit. And I'm so happy that you are here for the truth, because anyone who likes my video, who listens to my video, he is a true definition of change. Because I know you want to change. You want change, and you are for Pan-African. You are for new global awakening for black people. Welcome back to my channel today. I love you all. Now, yesterday on my previous video, I talked about white people reacting on the new town that is being created in Kansas, the white-only town, a town that is being built by white people only. And we had the views of white people. They had division between themselves because others were supporting the white-only town, others were not supporting the white-only town. But I want to say this, maybe God is separating the righteous ones from the evil ones. Nevertheless, I'm sorry saying that. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about black Americans. The black people are reacting on the white-only towns, and those are the videos that I'm going to play to you today because I have a lot to say. Yesterday, I talked some because of white people, but today I have my full commentary, what I think from my heart, the tongue of the truth. Now, this town is called Just a Return. Is this return to home? That's what they call. And we know exactly what that means. This is not just a town. This is a statement. A statement. And today we are going to break it down all the way down. Or before we do that, I want you to watch these clips of black people reacting on this, and then we come back with more commentary.
Are we seriously mad about people wanting to have a whites-only community? Let's not forget the fact that we always label things black own this and black own that. So a white man, Eric Arwal, wanted to establish his own town for his own people, white people. He wanted to control who he had as neighbors. His goal is to preserve the purity of his culture and traditions. So what are we mad for? Let's not forget, a couple years ago, Ashley Scott and Renee Walters got together and created their own community, their own black community. They wanted to create generational wealth and keep their legacy and culture. So I'm confused. What's the problem when the white people want to do it? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to try to bring up history and that victimization mentality. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. That happened many years ago. We're talking about now. We're not going to continue to bring up the past. At one point, we did have Black Wall Street, and yes, it was destroyed. However, we had the ability to rebuild, and we didn't. We were defeated. So we're not going to continue to play the victim. This is a voluntary self-segregation, not a forced one. Get over it.
When y'all made that all-white town in Arkansas, how did y'all expect Black people to react? Did y'all want us to like riot? Did you want us to like burn the city down, protest? How did y'all expect us to react? Because the reaction that you're getting is clearly not what you were looking for. Because if that would be the case, you wouldn't be trying to open up a whole nother city just like Arkansas. You know, we've been excluded from places pretty much for generations. So why the fuck would we care about being excluded from a town in West Bumblefuck? You're acting like we can't go to Miami or LA or fucking Atlanta. Bitch, we don't give a fuck about Arkansas. I ain't never even been to Arkansas, and I have no intentions on going there. Like, what the fuck? And like, think about it like this though. Like, y'all not even just excluding Black people, y'all excluding Jewish people, you know, people that could possibly look just like you guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all trying to exclude y'all own people too at this point. So what y'all thought y'all was going, where y'all thought that was gonna go for y'all? You know what I mean? Or you trying to rage bait us, see if we gonna get out our body? I'm curious to see what kind of reaction y'all were hoping to get from us. You know what I mean? Because we don't really give a fuck.
I just saw a video of this dude being like, yeah, Black people are mad about that all-white town in Arkansas. They're so mad. That's one of the things I hate about social media, dude. Because the only people I've seen talk about this shit are non-Black people, specifically other white people. They going on their little rants, you know, they talking about it, rightfully so, because the shit crazy. But like, ain't no Black people just mad, bro. It's like they'll see the white skin on the person who's mad about something and then will still say Black people are so mad about this thing, and it's just so crazy how they're mad about this thing, bro. Please.
Hot take, I don't have a problem with them having a white only town or community. They have one already in Arkansas. It's a members only community, and they're thinking about doing one in Missouri. But see, my only thing is, if you guys are gonna do it, you need to do it the right way. Like, why stop at a town? You need an island, you know, somewhere you can escape the horrors of woke people and colored people and gay people that want basic human decency and equality and justice. Like, ew, you know, somewhere far, I don't know, maybe the Epstein Island, you know? Since Trump did say he was a terrific guy, I think it's only fitting that you take your king with you and, you know, build the walls. You can keep all of us colored people and woke people out of it, and then that way you guys can live in the 1950s freely without us bothering you. But I don't know, that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I feel like you guys need to think bigger. Like, why would you want to be in a country that is so diverse? You need an island.
How do you feel about them creating a whites only town? The same way I felt when y'all told me Hulk Hogan died. So that's great news for us, right? That's great news for the ones that don't care. That is great news. Let them separate themselves. Why should we worry about it? Let them have their own town. It's going to be unseasoned anyways. I vote that they continue to do it. I vote for it. I second it. If you want to be ignorant, if you want to be racist, if you want to continue to live the same old life of hatred, separate yourself from everybody else. Go ahead. Have at it. Live the best life you want with you and the other racist people. Why should we care? That's all we ask for you to do. Separate yourself. Move off the Mars or somewhere. Move off the planet Earth. Move in the ocean. We don't care.
The whites only town in Arkansas is confusing as fuck. Not because you have to be a white man who has European descent. That's not what's confusing. I understand that. I could really give two shits about that. The second requirement is you have to be Christian. That confuses the shit out of me because I don't know how you want to be excluded from every other race and then on Sunday pray to a guy who's historically known as a brown man. Like, you know, Jesus was born in the Middle East. He wasn't born in fucking Europe. He was born in the Middle East. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe someone can explain it in the comments, but do they know Jesus was a brown guy? Jesus was not some, you know, white guy with blue hair and, like, gold hair. Like, he wasn't, like, Jesus was not white. The man was brown. So it confuses me that, like, they don't want to be near any brown or black or, you know, Mexican people, but then want to pray to a historically brown guy that was born in the Middle East. That's just confusing as shit.
All right, so you guys have probably heard there is a whites only community. These people are called Return to the Land. They currently are in Arkansas, but they want to expand and go into Missouri and have their own whites only community, and everyone is in an uproar like this is so racist. They're trying to return to 1950, and all the black people are like, who cares? Who cares? We don't want to go to Missouri. Springfield, Missouri has like 4% black people. We don't want to be there. Okay, so I mean, it would be different if they was like trying to do it in Atlanta. We ain't giving that shit up. But you want to go to Missouri? Take your ass to Missouri. But I'm gonna tell you like this, like my grandmama used to say, you ain't gonna come in and out. Build a fence around that shit. Put a bubble around that shit. Make them stay their ass over there. You ain't gonna be just coming and getting seasoned in cultures when you want to. Stay your ass over there and live your best life.
Every time I scroll on this TikTok, I see a post talking about this whites only community in Arkansas or something like that. Here's my thing. What does black people, brown, what do we need from the white community? Like, what do we really need from the white community? Like, what you need on a daily basis, that if the white community or the white does not exist, it's gonna be bad. Like, it's gonna, you know what I mean, be hell for you. I'll wait. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Black people, brown people, music, culture, food, seasoning, that's included with the food, style. Okay, so when you want to build your little whites only community, who is that bothering? Like, I don't think the black people care. We don't care. Leave us alone. We don't care. Go in your little white community. We don't have time. It's yours. Talk us. Mind our business. Look at us every second of the day. If you see us, you know what I mean, you want to see what we are doing. We don't care what you guys doing. Name one black person that sits on a park bench and see a white person passing and actually turn their head to watch them, like you're concerned or you want to know what they're doing. Not one person. But let it be a white person sitting on a bench and a black person passing, they're gonna turn their head a whole 360 because they're so concerned of what we are doing. Like, build your community and you all go there. Nobody cares.
Welcome back. Now, first, let me start by telling you about the report that have emerged that a group of white Americans are building a community, and this community is in Arkansas, that is intended to be majority white. We have seen this before. We have seen it in South Africa, the white-only town. And the one in South Africa is in the midst of black people in South African country. And, you know, no one talks about it. So this community which is being built is where there are no black voices, there are no Latino voices, no Asian voices, no indigenous presence, no multicultural energy, just white people. Okay? Now, this is like trying to recreate a world they lost. And Kansas, like many southern states, has a long history of racial division. Okay? Deep-seated white supremacy and black resistance. From the Little Rock Nine to today's racial tension, Kansas has always been the battleground for racial identity and separation. And now, in 2025, right now, white people are trying to recreate that, okay? They're trying to make a clearer statement than ever, trying to recreate the world they lost. As I said earlier, they want to return to isolation, okay? And that's where this commentary begins to go deeper, because this is not just a story about a town. It's a story about a spiritual shift. It's a sign of something bigger that is happening right now. If you take your keen eye, if you look with the third eye, you will notice we are in something we call spiritual shift. And that's why I say God of black people is separating the evil ones from the righteous ones. So being honest, I'll say this isn't the first time we have seen this. We have seen this in South Africa. We have seen this in a lot of towns. And even right now, we are still in segregation moments. You know, back in the 1950s and the 1960s, this is about history. When black people began moving into white neighborhoods, there was something called white flight, okay? White families packed up and left cities. They moved to suburbs, okay? And started building private schools to avoid integrations. You get me right? Now, they say that they were protecting their children, but black people, we knew better than this. I've played you videos of black Americans reacting on this and black people around the world reacting on this because black people knew better than this. That time in 50s and 60s, white people moving away from the town because black people are now coming there is because they were running from black excellence. And now in 2025, we see it again, it is happening. Only this time, they are not just fleeing neighborhoods, they are trying to build their own cities. Why? This is because they are scared, okay? They are scared. Not scared of violence, no. They are not scared of violence. They are not scared of crime. They are scared of equality. They are scared of competition. They are scared of a world where black people stand tall, walk proud, speak the truth, yeah, and take back what was stolen. That's what they fear, okay? So these white-only towns are not being built from strength. They are built from fear. But the deeper part of it is that I want you to listen something here closely. I truly believe that the God of black people on this is moving. God of black people is moving. There's a spiritual separation happening on this earth. There is a separation happening on this earth. The fake is being exposed. The lies are being exposed. White people are coming out and talking about how they are learning their history the hard way, how they have been lied for so long. There is something moving. There is something moving. The racist can no longer hide behind politics right now or behind language. They are showing themselves boldly without even being pushed. So God is trying to show that who is who. God is trying to show the world who is who. Just like in the days of Egypt, when God separated his people from Pharaoh, we are watching the same separation happening today. Now, these people building white-only towns, that's God's way of removing the spirit from our space, if you know what I mean. We don't have to beg them to love us. We don't have to beg them to accept us. We don't have to beg them to include us. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Let them build their little heaven. Let them stay in their echoes, echo chambers. Let them isolate themselves. Now, I'll say this. Some white people, they don't want black people to go because they know what they benefit from the black people. And that's reality. No more seasoning, no more dancing, no more good music. You can't separate from the source of happiness. And because God is preparing black people for something bigger, that's why black people should not be panicked. You should not be panicked. What this white separation fear the most is in crime, is in migration. It is not about even the cultural shift. What they really fear is black unity. And that's why I say don't panic, because what you need to do is to unite more, is to have more black communities together. If someone goes, let them go. But you, when you stay back, make sure you build more and more. Now, they fear a number of things. They fear when black people, or when we stop begging and start building. Even the farmers, white farmers, they fear when they stop working their farms. They fear the self-love of black people. They fear our national strength or natural strength. They fear the connection in the divine, and that's why they're going to create anything to ruin that. Because the moment we rise as black people, their system fails. The moment we rise, their system fails. And we knew that. Always known that. I will say this. This is not the first time God has separated people. No. It is not the first time God has separated people. This goes all the way back to Moses and Pharaoh. The children of Israel were in bondage. Just like we as black people have been in bondage through slavery, colonization, systematic racism, and mass incarceration. More and more, we have been in bondage as black people. And when God moved to deliver his people, for those who believe in God, because it's not all people believe in God, but when God moved to deliver his people, what did he do, if you can think? What did he do? He brought plagues on the oppressor. He brought plagues on the oppressor. Pharaoh wanted to keep them in chains, but God said no more. These white-only towns, it's a sign that Pharaoh's heart is being hardened again. They are clinging to power, clinging to racism, clinging to the old ways. But black people are being called into our own liberation. God is doing it again. And those who chooses righteousness, justice, and truth will rise. We will rise. While these people who those people who choose evil will collapse under the weight of their own wickedness. And being clear is that not all white people are trying to build these racist towns. There are many who are speaking up. There are many white people. There is a video I played yesterday on my previous episode. There's a lot of white people who are speaking up about this, who are rejecting white supremacy, who are standing with black community and fighting alongside us. Not all white people are creating this. And I believe God is also speaking to them. The separation is not about race alone. No. It's about spirit. It's about who walks in love, justice, and truth, and compassion, and who walks in hate, fear, control, and manipulation. That's what it's all about. We are seeing white allies stand against their own families. We are seeing white allies standing against their own communities, their own comfort. They speak the truth. Some of them are being even released from jobs. They are being fired. We are seeing white allies who are with black people. That too is a sign of the shift. The lines are being drawn, not just between black and white, but between good and evil, between the righteous and the wicked, between those who serve in the truth and those who serve in lies. That's what this separation is all about. And family, we are on the right side as black people. We are on the right side of history. Stay woke and stay strong. Go ready to end.
Oh, go ready.
I mean, go to ready. Now, so just stay woke. But the question becomes this: what should black people do? What should black people do? I have this, what I'm trying to think, because we must be so much vigilant. First, we must stop pleading to be part of their systems. We don't need to be accepted on their towns. We don't need that. And I'm so happy that black people are learning that, and they know that too. We don't need to be on their TV screens. We don't need to be on their boardrooms. We don't need to beg to be on their tables. We build our own tables. They are building theirs. We know what we do. We're building ours. Second, we respond with power. And that means that ownership. We need to own something. And that's why I always call black Americans or black people to come to the city in Africa, to come to Africa and make some moves here in Africa, own something, own our land ownership, business ownership. We own our own narrative. It means we have to invest in black schools. We have to invest in black agriculture. We have to invest in black technology. We have to invest in black health systems. And we need to protect our peace. The white-only towns, let them be. Let them be. Don't panic. We don't need to march to enter. No. It's not happening right now. Let them be. Let them separate. That's what I think. And that's the plan in a way. That's the plan. Because when they isolate, they cut themselves off from the future. But when we unite, we tap into divine legacy, into purpose, into divine destiny. And I'll say this. They are building walls. And we are building bridges. They are closing themselves off, but we are opening the heavens. Don't be mad that they want to live alone. They are not your concern right now. Let me tell you for free. What is your concern right now is how you build up your people, your children, and your legacy. Because while they stuck in the past, we are designing the future, and that's what we should do as black people. So, I think these towns being created here and there, white-only town, is not of concern to black people. We even don't need to think about it. We are superior as we are. Tell me what you think on the comment section about this video. Until next episode, peace out.